Hello, and welcome to this lesson on association with the needs languages. I hope you are doing well and ready to learn about yourself and others today. Let's first start by taking a deep breath. Let go. I want you to prepare yourself to learn what is about ready to be shared. You know how you learn best, so apply that while you're listening to this lesson. You can always review this lesson at any time with your subscription. Many times I reviewed these aspects myself to fully understand what I'm teaching you. I've set many hours and meditated on these things, done a lot of research on this information. If you don't get it the first time, it's totally okay and understandable. Be patient and kind with yourself and to others. So let's get started. In this lesson, we're going to talk about our experiences with parenting or even parenting and healing from our parenting wounds. Many people grew up in religious homes. Religion oftentimes creates obligation and can warp development in children, not because parents are bad per se, but many times because people misunderstand concepts. Children, when they are growing up, are most influenced between the ages of 0 and 7. That is where we form our concepts around how we are loved, how we belong, our identity, and how we care for our identity and others' identity, how we associate ourselves in. Let me give you an example of what I mean. If you punish a child by putting soap on their toothbrush for saying words you think are bad, they will associate brushing their teeth with the awful taste of soap, which will associate self-care as being a punishment. They won't associate bad words with soap and that soap cleans it out. They'll associate self-care with brushing their teeth. If you say things like money doesn't grow on trees, or we can't afford, or around money, the child associates that money is a luxury and that only certain people can get that, and they aren't worth money. So in this case, I like to refer to a Bible verse that I learned because I grew up in a religious system. Raise up a child in the way they should go, and they will not depart from it. So what that kind of means is, we're all children, and when you raise this child from 0 to 7 in a certain way, they're going to remember that, and they're not going to deviate from that path. They're going to stay on that path. That's why when you program the subconscious mind, the child, they continue to do those things or believe those things. That's why people do the same thing after generation after generation after generation. So when you raise someone to learn that self-care is a punishment or that you aren't worth the money that you bring in, you'll walk this path of learning and this path of identity, this path of community for your entire life, unless you learn how to rewire your child into another path. You'll continue down that road. So what does this have to do with the needs languages? Because you're in a needs languages learning. This directly goes into the association of our worth. We don't understand our worth. How are we going to understand the worths of others? Which is the needs languages is based on the belonging modality and how we belong and communicate belonging with others, our personality. When we are not taught our needs, what our needs are, and how are we going to be able to communicate them? That our needs are okay, that our belonging needs are okay. It's okay to be able to learn and grow in a healthy, skillful way. When we learn to be silenced, we will silence others. Now, I have books and teachings on the difference between silent and silenced. As children, we learn to associate, and as adults, we live in these associations. So what I mean by associations is we associate soap and brushing our teeth with brushing our teeth is going to taste bad. It's not going to be okay to take care of ourselves. These are the associations I'm talking about. We start to learn associations with things in life, and then we begin to avoid them. In another lesson, I will talk more about the wiring of emotions and associations, but for now, we're going to talk solely on associations. If I associate my subconscious mind brushing my teeth with soap, whether conscious mind is aware or not, every time I brush my teeth, I will be remembering the horrible taste of soap, not the taste of mint of my current toothpaste. I will remember the punishment of brushing my teeth. The same association would happen when I would go buy something. If I heard statements like, we can't afford, money doesn't go on trees, I will begin to associate that. Now, what's funny is that money is paper, and isn't paper made of trees? So doesn't money grow on trees? And also thinking about brushing your teeth. Brushing your teeth makes your mouth taste better. So wouldn't you want to brush your teeth to clear out all that bacteria from those bad words? You see, these associations really don't make sense when we think about them. So as you're listening to this, what associations did you learn as a child? If you have children, what associations are you teaching your children that aren't accurate, that maybe you've passed down, that maybe you keep saying? Take some time this week before the next lesson and start to journal them out. Now, you may be thinking, great, I know some of my associations, but how does this help me change the path and create new associations? Well, let's look at that. So, for example, money does grow on trees because money is paper and trees make paper. So as I grow, my money grows too. That's a new association. That is how making new associations work. And I've been giving you some, like with the brushing of teeth. I'm clearing out the bad words, the bad decay, as I brush my teeth. It doesn't need soap. It can taste good as I clear out this decay. These are how new associations work. Now, for associations to impact us, they usually have a feeling attached to them. So make sure you create a new feeling that goes with this new association, because there was a feeling that went with the bad association. So this lesson is to get you started on the path. It is to assist you in creating awareness to begin the change. This is to show you how associations happen that develop blockages in our life from preventing us from being the person who we want to be, from achieving what we want to achieve. These blockages prevent us from knowing the fullness of where we belong and our self-worth. This is vital to understand because this helps us dive deeper into our needs languages. It can show us where these blockages occur and how to heal them, how to create new and healthy associations. We will dive deeper into the needs languages and other lessons. This is just a beginning piece to help you kind of get an idea of how we flow and how we move in things. Until next time, be well, be safe, hoping all your relationships are successful, happy, and healthy. Thank you.